I got a big old question for you, and I invite you to not answer it right away. I want you to think about it. To actually sit with an uncomfortable question, I think is a good move. We all engage in a degree of hypocrisy. So what distinguishes a hypocrite? It's the family questions that I ask myself and continue to wonder about. We all engage in a degree of lying. What then distinguishes a liar? But let me get back to hypocrisy. Some are born gifted, some are born disabled. All of us require child rearing that reduces our tendency to rationalize and act on our self-serving impulses. So I say with no cynicism, we are born hypocritical in an unfair world. If hypocrisy were not the default for humans, every impulse we have would be checked for consistency with all other impulses we ever had. We would never utter even the most casual remark without checking it for consistency with every other remark we've made in every other context. Toddlers would demand fairness from themselves, never crying no fair when others get their fair share. Everyone would be born fair-minded and even-handed, never acting on an impulse to bend their standards for personal benefit. We would bite our tongues rather than ever rationalizing or moralizing why we deserve what we want. Self-serving, double-dealing hypocrisy would be the rare pathology of deficient souls. Integrity would be the norm. That is not our world, though we talk as though it is. We accuse each other of hypocrisy as though it's the exception that proves we rule fair-mindedly. We engage in meta-hypocrisy, the hypocrisy of denying our own hypocrisy. We expose other people's hypocrisy as if it proves we're not hypocrites. Layers deep we can do this. For example, I could do it here, as if exposing humankind's default hypocrisy proves I'm not a hypocrite. So why do we engage in layers deep hypocrisy? Because it feels better and requires less work than trying to be consistent. We feel better about ourselves when we forgive our own double standards and when we don't forgive other people theirs. We recognize that hypocrisy is a problem, so we resolve to address it by extolling the virtues of integrity. We focus on the positive, giving each other the benefit of the doubt, assuming integrity is the norm. Collectively, maybe we can fake it till we make it. If everyone recognized that hypocrisy is bad and integrity is good, everyone would be motivated to choose integrity over hypocrisy. Or at least we'd have a standard that could keep us vigilant. As our parents did with us, we would punish and discourage hypocrisy. Because hypocrisy never pays, or at least shouldn't, or won't without such vigilance. And that's my point. I think we have to get to a point where we admit to our own hypocrisy and why it would be natural for all humans to engage in some degree of hypocrisy. I also think that degrees matter hugely. So just because someone can see the hypocrisy in me, it doesn't prove that they don't have a degree of it as well. This is a complicated addiction, this human addiction to cutting corners, taking the easy way out through hypocrisy. There are huge advantages to it. Just think, if you lay down a lie or a hypocritical standard, it takes more work to defend against it than it did for you to utter it. And in the time it takes for the other person to scramble to make their case, you can get away with stuff. It's like crime. Crime pays beautifully if you can get away with it. And this fake it till we make it approach is not the only solution. In fact, it's a solution and a problem. Face it till we make it is the alternative that also needs to be attended to. I know that I engage in hypocrisy. I know it. Okay. I also know that I engage in meta-hypocrisy so I don't have to see my own hypocrisy. But I also recognize that I cannot manage a tendency I have if, fake it till you make it, I pretend I don't have it. So I do see that any one of us, me, you, anyone, has a degree of hypocrisy, and I think we're more likely to manage it if we can admit to it. I will go this far. To some degree or another, I think we all engage in a degree of pseudo-narcissism. Sounds bad, but I got to own mine if I want to manage it. If I want to do a better job of keeping an eye on it, I put it on the table for you to watch too. Now, the alternative would be to say, well, no, pseudo-narcissism, it sounds bad, so therefore it is bad. And therefore I don't have it because I'm trying to be good, or at least I hope I don't have it, and I don't have to worry about it because I'm really trying. I'm sure I am because I know it's bad. I don't think that's working very well for us. And I don't think we even begin to understand what we mean by a loaded term like hypocrisy until we dig into it this way. So coming full round to the question of if everybody engages in a degree of self-dealing, and I assume this is true from the origins of life, and especially true in humans because we have the capacity to rationalize our double standards. If everybody engages in degrees of that, what then makes a hypocrite? A hypocrite, since it's either all of us or none of us. Yeah, my solution is drawn from the original statement, which is usually misquoted. Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I would say the same about hypocrisy. Hypocrisy tends to corrupt. It doesn't always. There are times to be a hypocrite, to hold a double standard. And even if you decide that there aren't, face it, you're going to do that anyway. And you're not going to notice because you're going to engage in these layers deep hypocrisy about it. Absolute hypocrisy is the problem. It's what we're seeing in the Trump movement right now. Those got nothing to do with what he claims to believe. We saw it in the Stalinist movement. We saw it in Hitler's movement. We see it in New Agers. We see it in anybody. It's where it becomes absolute. It's where you get to the point where it's no fair if you don't win. Or it's no fair unless you admit that you do it too and therefore it's neutralized. It's like, well, so you engage in hypocrisy too, so why are you trying to start a pissing match with me? We both do. No, I'm saying that there is a way in which one can engage in hypocrisy where it is the solution to all of your problems. And for decent folks, hypocrisy is a problem we have to manage. Big difference for me.